It's so good to be back. I cannot believe it. I kid you not, the day before, Ann had texted me to say that we were back at D Piazza's. I was talking to a friend, and we were just saying how much we missed it here. D Piazza is such a great venue, especially for storytelling, you know. It's such great energy and positive vibes. Where's Willie Nelson at? Anyway, but it's also a very intimate, you know, place as well. Not so much like, why don't you come back to my place after the show and we'll see where this night leads us. Kind of intimate, but then again, it's been a long 2 years, so let's not shut the door on that quite yet. But anyway, I think we've all had loss and hardships and difficult times, but there's also been really good times as well. And for me, one of the best things that ever happened in my life happened during this pandemic, and that is I became a grandma. Yes. So my eldest son and his wife had their first child, baby James, and he is, oh my gosh, you guys, he's everything. He is so cute, and he's so soft, and he smells so good. And I'm like Buddy the Elf, you know, I'm in love, and I don't care who knows it. Being a grandparent is everything they say that it is. It is absolutely wonderful. And it's also, might I add, extremely terrifying. And that's because, you know, when you have your own baby, you're going to do everything you can to keep that child safe. At least the first or the second. By the time you get to the third, you're like, survival of the fittest, kid. Best of luck to you. I can say that because I'm a third. Anybody else, third borns and above? We are nothing but if not resilient and adaptive, right? Anyway, as a parent, you can do all these things, but logically, you know, somewhere down the line, there's going to be a bump or a bruise, maybe even a broken bone. And if and when that happens, you know who you have to answer to? You. Well, gather around, children, because if you have your grandchild and something happens on your watch, you know who you have to answer to? The parents, your kid. That's a hard pass for me. I do not wish to sign up for that subscription. So then I have all this pressure on me that I have to return this child in the exact same condition in which I received him hours and hours earlier. You know, and I haven't had a baby since I was, not since I was 18, for 18 years, certainly not in my home. And don't get me wrong, it's not like my house is, you know, strewn with broken glass and crack pipes everywhere. That's only on Friday nights. But I do have furniture and floors and that pesky thing called gravity, and that's a lot for a 10-month-old to overcome, you know? But I'm telling you, I think my grandkid knows that I stress out about it, and I think he likes it. I think it's like blood in the water, like a shark, like he's a baby shark, do-do-do-do-do. He smells fear, do-do-do-do-do, and he likes it, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark. That's for you. Anyway, now, why would I say such a thing about my sweet grandbaby? Well, because that child can be sitting in the middle of my living room playing with toys, nothing dangerous around him whatsoever. I blink, and he has magically teleported himself and his sweet, soft, fuzzy little noggin to be sitting right up against the edge of the coffee table. And that's where he kind of looks over at me with a little twinkle in his eye, and he's like, Granny, it's about to go down. And then he's like, commence rocking. And I'm like, holy crap. So I gotta leap across the living room, and I'm like playing Fruit Ninja in between his melon and the table so that he doesn't crack it open, you know? And I'm like, dear gosh, this is exhausting. And you know, I'm no rookie at this. I've had 3 kids. In fact, this child's dad was the kid that was perpetually saying, Mom, watch this, you know, as he's jumping out of trees, doing, you know, jumps off roofs into pools, fashion helmets and football, playing rugby and cracking his head open, boxing. Hell, I sat in the audience while my child was in an octagon in an MMA fight, fighting a man with a face tattoo and an I'm gonna eat your children attitude. And I'm like, well, yeah, this seems about right. You enjoying this? Totally resigned to the fact, cool as a cucumber. But let me tell you, that does not transfer to your grandchild. I'm like a first-time mom with a newborn child that's like a piece of fine china, and it can never get a chip in it, ever. And I realize this is unrealistic expectations. I also realize this is a microcosm of life in and of itself, right? And that is, to be in the moment, to enjoy it, and not let the fear of what might happen poop all over the parade, you know? And I promise you, I work on that every day. I know these moments are fleeting, and he's different every single time I see him. But I will ask for your thoughts and prayers because he's starting to let go of things and starting to get ready to walk, which opens up a whole nother can of possible injury worms. And also, if you do feel so moved, I'd invite you to donate to the Nancy English Fletcher Grandchild Bubble Wrap Fund. I know that's a long name for a charity, but it is popping, and that's all I got.